So you might be wondering what Rambling After Dark is. Well, it's a place for the Rambling Brothers to be more unfiltered, more unreserved, still the same good old rambles. So sit down, relax, and enjoy Rambling After Dark. So I just ended up finishing Kickboxer Vengeance, which is a movie that came out in 2016. And if you don't know about this movie, then consider yourself lucky because it is a fucking disgusting pile of trash. Oh man, this movie's so bad. It's so bad, but it's so good at the same time. Look, I love me martial arts movies. They've never I mean, there's a few that are really, really hoity-toity and have really good story and good characters. But I mean, for the most part, a lot of these martial art movies, we're here for the martial arts. And in this movie, they're okay. You know, they're not anything crazy. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch this train wreck of a movie. But basically, you have the main character named Kurt, and he sees his brother die at the hands of this undefeated fighter named Tong Po, who's Dave Bautista. It's a major big name in this. The main character's brother ends up dying in a fight with him, in an underground fight, and it turns out that he wants revenge, hence the Kickboxer Vengeance. Oh my god. And then poor Jean-Claude Van Damme. Listen, if you're here for Jean-Claude Van Damme, do not expect a lot. Man is pretty old. He still looks good, but man is pretty old. He can't really be doing any more crazy stunts. He only has like maybe one or two fights. He's mostly in the training montages. And this movie is just really, really bad. But like, if you're looking for martial arts, this is about the right place. If you're looking for a compelling story or compelling characters, this is about the wrong place. Alright, we got basically generic white dude who wants to fight a bunch of Thailand boxers. And he ends up falling in love. I don't even know if you can really call it falling in love. He more so just fucks her. He fucks this girl, and I guess they're in a relationship now. It's not really like there's no romance. It's just more so like you're the girl in the movie, so therefore I have to be with you kind of thing. There's this funny little side character named Kavi who's pretty funny, but other than him, the comedy pretty bad. The fight scenes, while really, really forced because they don't really flow very well in the narrative, are okay, you know. But like the main guy, Kurt, whatever his name is, Mr. Alain Mosi. Sorry if I get your name wrong. And sorry if you're watching this, but you didn't really sell the connection. You know, there's fight scenes, but like the way it's shot, you can very clearly tell that they're not actually hitting each other, and it feels very like, you know, just like not really that good. I know it's supposed to be part of like sort of like a pseudo sequel to Kickboxer, which had Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, but like it's nowhere near that level of quality or goodness. I'd say very, very poor plot, very poor acting, very poor choreography. There's just like okay fighting. There's some okay fights. The final fight is a huge disappointment, and I can't really recommend this movie. I can only recommend it to like if you are really, really thirsty for martial arts movies, and yeah, I guess this is your shtick. But Kickboxer Vengeance, not really that good of a movie. I'm gonna have to say it's bad. Alright, so I just got done rewatching Paul Blart Mall Cop, and oh my god. Alright, so bit of a, you know, again, I have no reason to lie to you. Alright, I have no reason to lie to you. I watched this when I was a little kid, and I liked it. I actually did like it. But I rewatched it recently. This movie came out in 2009, mind you. This is the epitome of 2000 films, if I had to put it into one sentence. This movie is shit. It is utter shit. It's Kevin James, the fat fuck, running around in a mall, taking out a bunch of parkourers and bicyclists. It's so bad. So basically you have Paul Blart, right? He's this mall cop. He's this failure of a cop. He's a mall cop instead. And he has this thing where he needs to have sugar. He has like glycemic something or another. I forget the name. Forgive me. And he basically is in the mall, and he falls in love with goddamn, what is her name? I can't. Hold on. I'm looking it up now. Goddamn. Oh, I thought it was Amy Adams, but it's not Amy Adams. It's just Amy Adams lookalike. It's like an Amy Adams knockoff, basically. And so he falls in love with this girl, and it turns out that like the newbie he's showing around is actually this like super heist master who was gonna steal a bunch of credit card numbers or something. But like literally in the movie he explains that he needs these credit card numbers because he wants to get shit on his Amazon wish list. I'm just sitting here like, are you kidding me? That's the best that you can do. It's so bad. Oh man. And he ends up fighting like a bunch of parkourists back when parkour was cool. Anyone remember when parkour was cool? I don't. And it's just like it's Kevin James at his best, but like it's just such shit rewatching it. Like I'm sure early 2000 Rambling Brother would love it. It definitely made its money back. No question about it. Little did I realize, I think it was produced by Adam Sandler, which makes sense because like he basically funds the Adam Sandler crew. It's kind of like the Seth Rogen crew. You know, there's like all these wannabe comedians all in the same movies, and you see them being put out every year, and you're like, well, how are they getting funding? It's because they're funding each other. If one of them has a hit, they fund the next movie. If another one has a hit, they fund the next movie. Either way, Paul Blart. Horrible movie. Never watched the sequel because I was old enough to understand that the sequel was shit before I even watched it. So, I mean, hey, did a good job there, I guess. Never gave them money. Anyways, shitty movie. Don't watch Paul Blart Mall Cop. Rewatch it for like a good, if you're getting high or you're getting drunk and you just want to have something on in the background to laugh at, that's how I'd recommend it. So probably the worst movie I've ever seen, at least as far as I can remember. I'm sure there's shittier movies that I've watched, but the worst movie, the absolute thing that takes the fucking cake, as far as I can remember, is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now look, listen to me. I have never walked out of a shitty movie. This was the closest I have ever come to walking out. This movie is so bad. It is just so utterly incompetent that it is offensive. It is offensive that it even has the Jurassic World name, the Jurassic, whatever you want to call it, brand attached to it. This movie challenges you to just, like, literally, you know how everyone always says, turn off your brain, dude. Just turn off your brain and you'll enjoy it. First of all, fuck you. You can't turn off your fucking brain. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard, is when people say, oh, turn off your brain. What? I would literally die. But okay. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom challenges you to just lower your brain waves so that way you can be fake brain dead, so that way you can suffer through this movie competently, because like I can't take it. This movie is so bad. Like the entire justification of these characters wanting to go save these dinosaurs is because they want their children to grow up in a world full of dinosaurs, right? The main lady, whatever, Bryce Dallas Howard talks about, like, don't you want your child to grow up in a world full of dinosaurs? It's like, motherfucker, you didn't grow up in a world full of dinosaurs. How do you know? And oh my god, the use of Chris Pratt in this is offensive. Granted, the guy isn't all that funny. I don't find him all that funny, but he is just borderline, just like, not even trying. Like, he obviously wanted the paycheck. He went in, he cashed out, he said, let's move, I gotta go. I got something important to go film. Meanwhile, the shitty marketing team made Jeff Goldblum look like he had some big major role. The return of Jeff Goldblum. Who don't love Jeff Goldblum? If you don't love Jeff Goldblum, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But anyways, Jeff Goldblum in the movie for about, I want to say maybe less than a minute. I don't even know. At the very end, he just has this speech that you've probably heard in the trailer. So, I mean, that's literally it. Don't watch this if you want to go watch Jeff Goldblum. There was these other two kid actors. One is Justice Smith, who's in that Pokemon movie, and the other one, Daniela Pineda, I don't really know. She completely forgotten. I don't even remember her in the movie. This movie, I've tried to erase it from my memory, but so they create this raptor, right? Like in the first Jurassic World, they create the new T-Rex that everyone's like, oh my god, new T-Rex. And now in this one, they create a new raptor, right? They put the T-Rex with the raptor, they mix it all, gabagool, mix them together. And we get this shitty looking, disgusting CG raptor where they're trying, oh my god, all these rich people in their goddamn mansion are trying to sell dinosaurs, right? And they're like, we're going to sell to the highest bidder. We can make thousands of these and it'll be the best soldier in the world. And look, let's do a demonstration. So they literally have a gun with a laser on it, with like a red dot laser, whatever the hell you call it, and they point it at somebody, and then the raptor will go eat it. You realize you have to point a gun at somebody and like aim and shoot it so that the laser shows the raptor what to eat. And this raptor is the shittiest raptor. They point it at the little girl, and like the raptor don't fight her. The raptor don't catch her. Like, it's just shit. The raptor also, oh my god, there's a scene where the raptor ends up winking at the camera. Like, the raptor literally breaks the fourth wall and winks at the camera. And it was so, like, at that point, I just closed my eyes and put my head down. I just couldn't deal with this. There's also a reveal that, like, there's this girl who has dinosaur DNA in her. Like, what? She's some kind of freaky chimera thing that, like, is never really explained. Nobody cares to answer. And like, the whole ending of the movie is now that dinosaurs are out in our real world, and it's like, how will this affect us? But guess what? I hope they don't make another one, because this movie is utter shit. The worst part is that it did make its money back, which is disgusting. I hate that this made its money back. These shitty films, like, we can't let these shitty films make their money. Come on, people. But no, because it has dinosaurs, it's automatically good, right? Oh my god, how shitty this movie. Honestly, this is the worst movie I can remember that I've seen. I'm sure there's something out there that might be even worse. Let me know what your worst movie is. This is definitely mine. This takes the cake. This is the worst movie I've seen as of recently. You just got done listening to Rambling After Dark. Want to follow us? Check the links in the description. Want to support us? Check the links in the description. What can you do on YouTube? Give us a like and subscribe for future rambles.